Hello, hello. Welcome to another night of hearing working single mom stories for Adopt a Single Mom for Christmas Wishes of Love 8th annual Christmas gift drive. This initiative is our largest philanthropic outreach with the opportunity to gift working single moms who live here in northeastern Pennsylvania with gifts especially for her underneath the Christmas tree. This is our 8th year, and in the prior 7 years, we've been able to gift nearly 1,000 single moms. And this year, our goal is to be able to gift 300 single moms living here in northeastern Pennsylvania across 7 counties. If you're listening to this and you're a single mom who lives in northeastern Pennsylvania, in Luzerne, Lackawanna, Wyoming, Wayne, Susquehanna, Pike, or Monroe, please tap the link in this video and go nominate yourself to receive gifts this Christmas. If you know a working single mom, tag her or go nominate her. There's no income criteria. This is not a needs-based initiative. This is our opportunity as an organization to honor and recognize the hard work that single moms who work give back to the community and are out there every day doing their best, putting their best foot forward, raising our next generation of good humans, and often struggling, feeling isolated, feeling under-recognized, underappreciated. I know it oh so well as a single mom myself, and I know that single moms need a support system. Having a place to gather, a place to feel this sense of belonging and connection is what our mission is here at Adopt a Single Mom Project. And one of the ways that we're able to reach out to moms and let them know that they are seen, that they are not alone, is through our Christmas gift drive. So this year, now until December 15th, we have our nominations open. And again, a mom can nominate herself or anyone in the community can nominate her as long as you have a little bit of her demographic information so that we can make sure that she's a match for the program. And then we will have our volunteers wrap those gifts and hand deliver them to her right before Christmas. So this is an all volunteer effort. And we start this out with a zero budget. So we rely on the community to make donations to sponsor these moms so that we can buy the gifts and have them wrapped and delivered to her. So right now we have, as of last night, I'll give you the report for tonight in a few minutes. As of last night, we already have fully funded 32 moms. So we're super excited about that, but we have a long way to go. It's a very small part of the big pot of $30,000 that we need to raise before the 17th of December. So if you could share out this video, or tag a friend or talk to somebody about what it is that we're doing in your community, that would be amazing, because it's through helping spread the word that you can help us reach people in the community that we would never have the opportunity to reach. So it's just our hope and vision that our small contribution will just express to these women that they're not forgotten, that they are valued, and that they are supported. We want them to know that they are, in fact, seen. So tonight I'm going to share with you some stories of some of the moms that have been nominated and have given us permission to share their stories. So I'll put in my disclaimer now, and maybe again in a little bit, because these can get lengthy and people hop on and off. But I will tell you that sometimes these single mom stories aren't all rainbows. And some of them can be really hard to hear, some of the hardships that these families are currently going through or have come through and on their way up and doing amazing. And so we allow them to share any part of their story that they want to. And if they give us permission to read it, then we read it. Pretty raw. That's what we're all about. A real life community for working single moms. And we know that it's important to share their real stories. So it's our opportunity to have a voice for working single moms as part of our advocacy. We know it's important for the community to hear their stories and know what it's like really. Because so often, I know it was true for me, and I know it's true for so many of the single moms that are part of our organization. And that is, we just show up with a smile on our face and nobody knows the struggles, whether it's financial, whether it's our physical health, whether it's challenges with our children, whether it's domestic issues, work issues, coworker issues, so many things. Life is very complex, right? And when you are doing it alone, or you're the primary parent, and you don't have a meaningful support system, it makes it all that much harder. So we're here for all of that, and we love sharing their stories, and so grateful that they give us the opportunity to share them with you. We want you to hear the real trials and why it's important that we as a community support women who work and are raising children. And that might be the biological mom. It might be an aunt. It might be a foster mom. It might be the grandmother. So adoptive parents. It's so many things. So there's not just one way, but we do know that there's an idea, a stigma, a belief system in the community that like single moms are kind of one thing. And so by sharing their stories and their backgrounds, you get to hear the complexities and the dynamic of working single mom life right here in our community. The second reason that we share these stories is because those of us who are single moms, we love to hear the stories from other women who are going through it, have gone through it, maybe sharing in some of the things that are our struggles as well. And this is important for us because it does make us feel like, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not going crazy. It's not only me. And of course, we don't do that because we're like, well, I'm glad they're going through it too. It's really more of a support system in that way. And then the third reason is because it allows these women to share their story and have their own voice, and it can be very cathartic getting to share your story. So if they don't want us to share their story, we don't share their story. But we're so grateful for the ones that give us permission and allow us to do that. So tonight I'm sharing three stories. I think three stories. We're gonna give some applause to those who have made donations today to fund some more moms for us, but we need more support. So please share out this video, maybe tag somebody, because we need your network to help us spread the word. So even if you don't know a single mom, or you can't make a donation, or you're not available to volunteer, just by sharing this out or going to our Facebook page, Adopt a Single Mom, and sharing out a post to volunteer or to donate or anything about our Christmas gift drive helps spread the word for us to reach people that we wouldn't otherwise be able to reach. So doing that, we thank you. Where I was going with that is when I was talking about sharing the stories of these moms. If you are sensitive to hearing hardships of women and children, humans in general, probably don't want to listen to our live streams, because as I mentioned, we're sharing the stories as the moms are giving us permission to share them. And sometimes there's loss. Sometimes there's been significant trauma that they've experienced, and hardships that are just hard to hear. So if you don't have the emotional capacity right now, the bandwidth to take on more, then just share out the video or go share out something else, and come back when things are a little more uplifting and positive, to be assured by that. And again, they're not all doom and gloom. I'm just putting it out there as I'm reading them. I'm not filtering through going, okay, this is a bad one, because I don't really think any of them are bad. They're just real stories of these women. And we need to understand the challenges that we humans go through and why we need to have more compassion for each other, and to appreciate that just because somebody's showing up to work with a smile on their face, and they might be the most reliable person, or they're volunteering in the community and they're the one that does everything and gets all the shit done and they're just so amazing. Don't think for a second that everything is perfect. Like, that's not it for any of us. And it has nothing to do with money. Money does not buy happiness, and you can't get rid of some of these challenges, whether they're health challenges or child's behavior, diagnoses, all these things that single moms go through. You can't control the behavior of your ex, any of those things that create challenges that are completely aside from how much money somebody has. So again, we want to nominate these moms and recognize them. So please make a nomination to a single mom that you know. Don't make a judgment that she already makes good money, or she has a great leadership position or whatever. We know that they all need a support system, and that single moms often go unnoticed, especially at Christmas, where they don't have presents unless they spent their own money to put them there. And this initiative is about us honoring and recognizing all working single moms at Christmas, for all that she does year round, and to ensure that she has presents to open with her kiddos at Christmas also. So again, this is our 8th year. We want to gift over 300 moms this year. So our fundraising goal is $30,000. And right now we are 1/10 of the way, a little over 1/10 of the way there. So, all right, so I'm going to share, this is Cecelia's story. She was nominated by someone in the community, and we have permission to read her story. So Cecelia is a Luzerne County mom, and this is her story. Cecelia is an amazing mom, not only I guess I should have read this better. I want to leave out the kids' names, so now I got tripped up. To her sons, she sometimes works 3 jobs, sacrificing any spare time that she could to recharge herself in order to put food on the table, upkeep on her house, clothes for her son, as well as shoes on his feet. Her ex barely pays any child support, along with paying the health benefits he's required to, according to the divorce decree. Happens all the time. Forget about keeping up with household chores. Those are the last thing on her list. She's an awesome mom and friend to my mom. They have been friends since they met when her twins and I were in preschool. She has my mom's back, and my mom has hers. This is why she deserves to be gifted again this year, because she will most likely not receive gifts from her children. See, that's what I'm talking about. Single moms, either your kids don't have money, or they're just not thinking, like, what about my mom for Christmas? And our families often don't either. So we want to gift Cecelia again this year. So she is already fully funded, which I'm excited to say, based on donations that have come in today. All right, so let's read the next one. All right, so the second story, this is a mom that we've gifted in the past also. So if you've nominated a mom in the past and you're like, well, I already nominated her, she's been gifted, that's good. No, it's not good. We want to gift them every year, because moms deserve presents every year, not just one time. So it's our privilege to be able to do that if we have the funds to make that work. So this is a mom that we've gifted in the past. And this is Chloe from Lackawanna County. And she's already funded also. So we're excited about that. So here's her story. Chloe is a 26-year-old single mom of five people, wonderful children. 3 3 girls, 7, 2, and 1, and 2 rambunctious boys, 5 and 4. She's currently works full-time as a manager at McDonald's and has for many years. She also does 5 to 6 hours a day on DoorDash to make ends meet. Sometimes it's still not enough to make everything happen, especially when there's some extras needed, such as school clothes and Christmas gifts. Yes, we know this. It has been a rough year for her, as it started out with her car engine going in January, leaving them without a vehicle until June, and having a slew of health problems along the way. It's definitely not easy, but they're the absolute light of her life. Most of her problems are financial currently, as bills add up while they had no car, and finding stable, affordable childcare for the 2 kids not in school. It is such an issue for young children under the age of 3. It is so challenging to find a child care center that will take kids. So for moms that have young children, unless you have family or you can afford to pay someone to babysit, it's extremely difficult to find a child care center that has the capacity to take younger children. And some of them are eliminating those openings altogether because the ratios just don't make sense from a business perspective. So families are totally getting screwed on this if they're having more children and can't fix the child care dilemma themselves. So we're really glad that we get to fund that Chloe's going to get gifts again this year. All right. So here's the third story. I might read one more. I feel like I'm buzzing through these things tonight. So thank you all for being here. Let me just say hi. Brittany, hi. Good to see you again. Lynn, hi. Marie, hi. Thank you everybody for being here. Please say hi. I want to say hi to you. I want to know that you're here. All right. So mom number 3. This is a mom who has nominated herself, who I know from being involved in our programs and being around our organization for quite a few years. So I'm just super excited that we're getting to honor this mom again this Christmas. She's also fully funded. So I have one mom story that we could read next if we decide we want to, who is not funded yet. So, all right. So this is Rebecca. Again, she's from Luzerne County, works full-time, nominated herself, gave us permission to share her story. She says, I'm nominating myself. Hi, Brandy. I'm nominating myself, and I used to be part of this project, but in 2020, after one of my mom's night out, so we do, for those of you that don't know, she's referring to an event that we host every month for moms in the community. We host a mom's night out every month, except in December. And then in the summer, we don't, because we do a big family day. So what she's referring to is when she came to one of our events, because I happen to know about this. That's why I'm being specific about it. So after one of mom's night out, I got in a fatal car accident, and it's been hard for me to come back because it brings back memories of that night. I watch everything that goes on with Single Moms Project, and it's just an amazing project. I'm a single mother of 5 children, 4 living with me. My oldest is 21. I have a grandson. He's 2 months old. Aww. My children are 15, 11, 9, and 7 living with me. These kids are everything I work hard for and try my best to give them what they need and want. My children are in different sports most of the time throughout the year. I have a pretty decent job. It's not enough, of course, but I work at an autistic and at a school for autistic and behavioral children. I love what I do, helping the children get to where they need to be. I struggle with depression, even though nobody knows, because I hide it well. I will bounce back like I always do. Thank you for everything you do. Take a breath. So, I know this mom, and I know that she's such an amazing woman and such an incredible mom. And I'm just so proud of her and everything that she has done on her own with these children over the years. Like, I can't believe that her youngest is now 7. And I remember when he was a baby. Like, that is so crazy to me. It's so fun too to get to see our moms like hanging around our organization for a long time. So I get to see their kids and get to, stay up on their life and all the stuff that is going on. But as you can see, not everything is rainbows, and there's hardships and unexpected things that come up in our lives that require us to work on our healing, or it's going to get the best of us. And like I said, so many moms are showing up to work. They're smiling. Their anxiety is getting the best of them. Their depression, like some days it's just hard to get out of bed, but you've got kids that need that paycheck to keep a roof over your head, and you push through. And trauma and healing is a real thing in the single mom community. I know it's true for all of us, and we've seen it exacerbated as a result of COVID and 2+ years of lockdown and chaos and a bunch of craziness, particularly for parents. And our kids have suffered greatly as a result of that as well. And that affects how moms are doing, and vice versa. How mom's doing affects how our children are doing. And so we want to be able to continue to provide resources for single moms to heal along their journey, and have the resources that they need to feel better as well. So I'm excited that we are getting to gift this mom and honor her and all of the amazing hard work and how she pushes through every day just to do what is best for her kids. So thank you. Okay, should we do one more story? I do want to say that I want to give some gratitude out for those. All right, give me a heads up. I know there's only a few on here now, but do you want to hear? I have one more mom story that we could read. I want to say thank you to Christy and Anne Marie for their donations, sponsoring some moms today to get gifted. Excited about that. And I thought it might be fun to share, because I shared some last night because of the mom story that I read. But I just thought it would be just so great to continue to share some of the testimonials and the gratitude that moms have shared that have been gifted in years past, because we're talking about, let's fundraise and gift these moms, and we need volunteers and make a donation and whatever. But it's so great to get to hear like what happens like after, right? And we'll share it again this year, like after moms give us some feedback on their experience and so forth, how the experience was for them being gifted. But I'm going to share a couple that have been shared with us either last year or the year before. I forget, because I didn't write down what year I was looking at, so that you know how incredibly important this is, not just for the mom to be gifted, but how important it is for her children. So I'm going to read one from a mom who I got to gift when I went out to God's country, aka Pike County. And if you don't know, I'm all the way out in Luzerne County. So that's like way over there from where I am. This is from Danielle, and she said, I was very surprised when I received a call. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to receive anything. I was really skeptical. Then I met to pick up gifts, and I cried on the way home. I never got gifts before. The best part came Christmas morning when my 5-year-old was all excited, not by his gifts, but he came running in and shouting, "Santa brought you gifts." His morning was made by the fact that Santa didn't forget me this year. It made me cry so hard. He was so excited to watch me open gifts. Is that crazy, people? It's just so amazing how kids love to see their mom edified and rewarded and supported and freaking gifted. Like, yes, if you don't know the backstory, the way I started Adopt a Single Mom Project, it was because my son, who I think Kanan was about 4, when he said to me on Christmas morning, "What did Santa get you?" And I was just shocked. Like, I couldn't believe that he even noticed, because he had so many presents, but he was opening them by himself, present after present. And I was just sitting there watching him. And it really bothered him. And again, many years later, he was already off to college when I started Adopt a Single Mom. And I had always remembered that, like how that affected him in a negative way. And so when I wanted to do something to give back, I wanted to do something that for those single moms who were like me, those moms in the middle, those moms who are often spending the holidays alone, or not having a meaningful support system. And we just started this Christmas gift drive. I was just like, I want her to have presents so that her kids aren't asking her like, "Hey, what did Santa get you?" Because it mattered to them. And as you can tell from so many of these stories that we get to read, like the testimonials from the moms from years past, it is everything. And as moms, when our kids are happy, we're happy. If they are happy seeing us happy, it makes us happy because we know it meant something to them. So here's another one. This is from Alicia, and she says, "My kids absolutely loved that mommy received gifts from Santa. My daughter's face lit up and she was so excited for me. Each of my children also asked to help open one of my gifts." Is that the best? It's just the best. Here's another one. This is Jennifer. She says, "This year, being able to open gifts with my children on Christmas morning was so amazing. First, the card made me cry, as I was so touched and moved by the beautiful and encouraging words written. Then, to have opened gifts that were perfect for me was warming. However, the most amazing experience was to be seen as a woman worthy of something for herself. Too often, I feel unworthy, but my gratitude has grown so much more this year, all thanks to the Adopt a Single Mom Project." This shit is priceless. I don't even know what else to say. It's just priceless. Like, you cannot even put a price on the little thing that we do at Christmas and how meaningful it is. I know what it would have meant for me, and somebody else probably would have had to nominate me because I probably would have never nominated myself. But it would have just meant everything to just be seen and be thought of in that way. And so we know that it's making a difference. It's not just, a fun thing to do. It's literally making a positive impact in the lives of the women and children in our community that often go under-recognized and under-supported. So your efforts in helping us spread the word and make a donation, nominating that single mom so that we have the opportunity to honor and express our love for her at Christmas time, it just is everything. So I just want to thank you. Okay, that's all I had for tonight. I will be back tomorrow and Sunday at 8 p.m. And then on Sunday, we'll change the schedule for next week a little bit. So thank you all for being here and continuing to support Adopt a Single Mom for Christmas and our Wishes of Love Christmas gift drive. And we'll see you next time. Good night.